reality. Are you prepared for the reality? Artist reality. Wait, right now, I have to apologize to everybody. We have to use the little onboard microphone because I messed up and let my battery burn out.
Boo!
So,
sorry everybody.
Last week Jay was talking too loud. This week we hope we're loud enough.
That should not be a problem.
Well, if we have learned anything from Jay, he knows how to project his voice.
Projecting the voice.
Like a true theater professional. Impressive.
So we have a corporate art show.
Yeah.
ArtWalk, rather.
Yes.
Coming up this week.
Correct.
So what is a little bit about a corporate art walk compared to a regular art walk?
It's an interesting concept. The Downtown Akron Partnership decided they would like to try to reach out to the business owners, the larger corporations that are right here in downtown Akron, where these people, once they leave at 5 o'clock on Friday, they might not come back to Akron until Monday at 9. They wanted them to know all the cool things that they'd be able to do once they came down to one of our art walks. So they've organized a corporate art walk on their lunch break. They'll be encouraged to take one of the free trolleys, come out, visit the galleries, meet some of the artists, and see what our art walks are all about.
So that was the corporate art walk.
That was the corporate art walk. This Saturday, full-blown regular art walk. Should be a good one. I've had confirmed, the rumors are now confirmed. They are bringing the, what is that, Legends of Howard Street over to Zerber Martel's ceramic studio for their opening on the art walk.
Some of the original jazz guys from the Akron scene.
If you like good, quality, smooth jazz, you've got to go see those guys. Amazing. And to see them for free.
Well, it is smooth, but it's not necessarily your smooth jazz.
Well, right. They just play so well. That's what I meant to
They
imply.
really gel. They've been playing together for a long time.
They've been playing like 40 years, I think, or something. Maybe even longer.
And it's free.
And it's free.
And you get to look at art.
Bonus.
And the best thing about that place,
Yeah.
because they have all the very nicely done fragile glass pieces.
Yeah.
With a couple of friendly but rather big-sized dogs.
Yes.
Wagging their tails.
It is impressive.
Inches from the glass.
Yes.
And that was my favorite part, just to watch that, to see maybe you get that element of excitement in there.
You're like, oh, it's going, it's going. Oh, the dog got by it.
Can I mess with the dog a little bit, make him back up?
Get him excited. Puppy, puppy, puppy. Get them all riled up. That's nice.
So yeah, that place is fun.
Yeah, it is a nice place to visit. As well as Red Light Galleries, of course.
Located right across the street.
Right across the street.
Red Light Galleries!
After this weekend, which will have the tech show, but coming up on December 8th, for all you folks just catching this now on a Monday, Tuesday, you missed everything we just talked about.
Ah!
Bah! So we're moving on to what is the next show. I think it's a really gorgeous looking card.
Get it up there.
I am. We're trying not to get the glare. Check that out.
Give them the website.
It's by the Senior Bachelor of Fine Arts Photographic Exhibition by Shannon Gady. The show opens Saturday, December 8th, and there'll be a opening reception from 7 to 10 p.m. Location, of course, here.
Red Light Galleries!
Correct. So be sure to stop out and check this one out. Should be a really nice looking show if her promotional card is any indication whatsoever. No glare. There we go. All right. So that's pretty much all we had to talk about on the art front. You like how I did the quotes there? It was like George Bush or something. That was art front.
Well, not necessarily.
No.
Locally.
Locally. But Jay wanted to introduce an interesting segment as to the effect. That sentence makes no sense at all.
Close set.
Shh. Hot set. Live.
Well, as you guys are watching us, you're probably watching us on YouTube. I watch tons of shows on YouTube. It's basically replaced my television set. You might also be watching us on...
It's the democratization of television. But you may also be watching us on an iPod podcast. We are now podcasting through iTunes. Search for Todd V, and you'll be able to subscribe. Subscribe, not subscribe to these and get them downloaded right to your little iPod and watch them on the subway or on the bus or in the back seat while mom and dad drive you to dinner.
Or they could just keep us warm and toasty in their pocket.
You could. And
because it's getting cold out there.
It's kind of chilly. Anyway, we've digressed.
So the show's on YouTube. So if you like this show, I just made up a quick little list of some other shows that I personally like that are on YouTube. And these are in no specific order. But Darren Brown, a London-based artist who is also a mind reader, some very interesting stuff there.
Wow.
There's one Spit Art, which isn't as bad as it sounds.
Oh, that guy's cool.
The guy basically takes a drink of water, gets down on the street, and spits out the water and makes some pretty interesting art. They capture it just right with the light hitting it. It's worth checking out. You got a lot of stuff on there by Banksy. He's one of the more prolific, well-known guerrilla graffiti artists.
How do you spell that so they can look it up?
Banksy is B-A-N-K-S-Y.
Okay.
Anybody that follows that kind of graffiti style, I'm sure they've heard of him.
Okay.
Another really cool site is the Indianapolis Museum of Art, which is an incredible museum. They got a 152-acre garden, an outdoor theater, beautiful artwork inside. It's one of the nicest galleries that I've never been there. Thanks to YouTube, I've seen it, but so check that out. There's a lot of other museums on there. Another guy...
Don't drift off. Keep it up. On board Mike.
The listing is Goodbye Art, and he's got a lot of different things with pine cone, sand art, and that's a little complicated to explain. It's worth checking out though. It's not very long. None of these are more than 3 to 4 minutes. Another guy, Mark Chopper Reed. This one is a little R-rated, but pretty funny Australian stuff. It's more of like a sitcom. Another kind of edgy, almost R-rated one would be Ned Goes to an Art Gallery. I seen this today for the first time. It's got some puppet work in it, and it is funny. And then probably my favorite guy on there that I've seen is James Calm, the guy on the bike. He'll take you around to different shows in New York, different museums, and he's got tons of stuff on there. He's always really nice to listen to and informative. So that's pretty much my list for YouTube.
Also on YouTube, if you like some of those and you like watching art demonstrations, there's a guy on there who does a really cool thing. It's under Daily Monster. And he takes a little bit of ink, he blows it with a straw, it creates this crazy abstract form, and he makes a new monster drawing out of it. And he has one going for every day. I don't know if he's still doing them, but there's tons of them on there to watch. I think he did at least a year's worth. A lot of fun to watch.
And there's tons of talented people out there, so don't get upset if we didn't mention you.
Oh, I'm sure they're probably writing letters right now.
Well, you can always contact me at blackguyart.com. Get my email address on there and let me know about your site. I'd love to watch it.
All your complaints, everything you're irritated about, everything you hate, direct that to Jay. If you're loving this, or you want to hear more, or you want to have us answer some questions for you,
that's where you want toddv.com.
toddv at toddv.com. You can reach me there. It's 2 D's, 1 V.
This is good. Give us one of your fancy do's.
Well, now you've thrown me for a loop. This has been another episode of
Artist Reality.
And I'd like to say aloha and mahalo.
Good evening.
Excuse me, I just had a quiet belch there.
I didn't even hear it.
Well, it was quiet.
I'm sure they didn't hear it because of the mic situation, but I didn't even hear it, and I'm sitting right next to you.
Yeah, but they just saw me do like a face, like a bullfrog. I was like, then just try to squelch it. Then I realized there was like that uncomfortable pause, and then I was making the face. So
I didn't even know what was going on.